and welcome to a new episode of Cultural Magazine. We have a lot in store for you in this episode, so stay tuned.
The 15th session of the National Festival of Egyptian Theatre. The festival this year was dedicated to the late director Aziz Eid. The event was attended by the head of the festival, Yusuf Ismail, the head of the Artistic House of Theatre and director of the festival, Ismail Mukhtar, the chairman of the Cairo Opera House, Dr. Magdi Sabir, as well as a number of officials at the Ministry of Culture and the field of theatre and theatre fans as well. The edition of the festival succeeded in revealing a number of new artists and provided the opportunity for promising directors to express themselves, noting that the festival created a fruitful movement in the field of Egyptian theatre. Head of the festival, Yusuf Ismail, reviewed the activities of the event and the accompanying group of researchers. He then went on to elaborate on the history of the theatrical director and his impact on the theatrical movement, explaining that this year's session had 34 performances from various production authorities. Ismail stressed that the festival has brought out a promising generation of theater actors, and then he thanked everyone who contributed to the success of this edition of the festival. Head of the jury, actor Mahmoud Al-Hiddini, announced the recommendations of the committee, which revolved around the need to pay attention to the Arabic language in theatrical performances. The closing ceremony was presented by the artist Mufid Ashur, which included a dramatic scene entitled Long Live Theatre, in which the great artist Ali Al-Hagar and a number of folk instrument players and puppet designers participated.
بس كفايه خلقها ودوري المشهد كده ناقص لسه من قبل المسرح بنسيه ده المسرح يكمل قصه عالم تاني فنون كتيره دنيا المسرح دنيا كبيره دنيا كل الناس في الدنيا ندخلها من غير تأشيره.
Arabic music ensemble stars at the Cairo Opera House represent Egypt in the 30th session of the Jordanian Fahis Festival, which will be held under the patronage of the Jordanian Prime Minister. The event will be held on the main stage of the Roman Catholic monastery. The Minister of Culture stressed that Egypt and Jordan share close ties, adding that El Fahis Festival is an annual event that bears a historical Arab character. It is noteworthy that El Fahis Festival is a diverse cultural and artistic event organized annually by El Fahis Youth Club under the slogan, Jordan is History and Civilization. The festival first began in 1990 and continued annually until it was halted for 2 years due to the coronavirus pandemic. El Fahis Festival tackles various principles, which are the Jordanian identity, the corner of Arab and Jordanian city, the capital of the festival, a special corner for children, a cultural program that hosts the most important Arab and local thinkers, poets, journalists, and writers, a concert program for Arabic and Jordanian artists, popular crafts, and heritage markets. The 7th Cairo International Art Gathering was recently inaugurated at El Ahram Art Hall. The exhibition included 114 participating artists with more than 120 artworks from different art schools and various ages, amateurs as well as academics. The exhibition is full of artistic and visual diversity, and the event also included activities such as a free art workshop for pastels. Vice President of the Syndicate of Fine Artists, Dr. Aidil Abdurrahman, inaugurated the exhibition. Also attending the exhibition were various art officials and professionals in the field. The most beautiful thing about art is that it accommodates everyone, and it is possible to start at any age, because in many cases there is a talent within a person that he has not yet discovered, and with experience and attempts it comes to light.
The Cairo Opera House is a cultural hub that brings in all sorts of different art forms together in one place. Let's go find out more about what the Opera House has in store for us.
The Cairo Opera House hosted the Italian Ballet Company Etoile Theatre for the first time in Egypt to present one of its most successful shows entitled Vampire, and to perform also in Alexandria Opera House. show was choreographed by Ines Albertini and Walter Angelini, and the music was chosen from the works of major international composers, including Mozart, Beethoven, Schumann, Jenkins, and others.
I'm feeling a little bit scared because I don't know what think these people, yeah, and but I think the audience yesterday were very happy.
For us, it's an amazing experience, and we have a big responsibility this tour with you because the people here in Egypt are so warm with us, and we arrived 3 days ago, and the day that we arrived, from the day that we arrived, the people was amazing with us, and everybody left their life for us. So we have a big responsibility because it's our first tournée with the company, an international tournée, and we hope the first of a lot of tournees. And this production is so special also for us because it's an amazing choreography from Ines Albertini and Walter Angelini, our directors, and we have a lot of roles, a lot of characters, and travel with this production here, that it's in another country, it's in another culture. For us it's very important because we don't know what you think or what you feel with our work, but today we are so energetic feelings because yesterday was our first show, and the people was amazing with us, and the reaction from the public was impressionant. So we hope do the best of us, like 3 months ago that we work every day for coming with you. So.
This story is to restore youth and beauty, where two of the Queen of Vampires followers go out to have fun and catch a new victim. They encounter one of the girls and lure her to their queen. In the meantime, her lover feels her desire to include him in her world by absorbing his blood, and he runs away. Then events follow.
Personal dream will be stay with this company all my life, because I think and I feel that I found my place after 16 years in a lot of parts of the world, because I'm Mexican. So now I'm in Italy, in the other part of the world. This is my personal dream and my personal. I pray to resist with my body and do my best every day with this company, with the Trois Ballets. The dream with the company, I think we want to create a big team. We want arrive to a lot of parts of the world, and we want show to the world our work, because I think the company have an amazing ethic and an amazing choreographies, because it's a new material. It's a ballet, a classical ballet, but the version was amazing. The choreography was so different, and the public, it's habituated. I don't know how do you say. The people knows the ballet, and this is not ballet like the people suppose. So I think it's funny. It's so interesting and it's different, but in this difference it's so beautiful. So we want to show this part of the company. Also because the company, it's a new company, but we have a lot of dancers from every part of the world also, and we work together, but we are so different dancers. So it's an amazing company. It's not a sponsor and a spoiler, but really, I'm so happy, and I don't have words to say thank you to my company, to my bosses, and also for Egypt to give this welcome, because stay in this theater, it's a big dream. So thank you very much and enjoy the show.
It is worth noting that the Etoile Ballet Theatre was established in Piacenza, Italy, September 2020, which includes professional ballet performers of different nationalities, providing a superior experience for both the audience and dancers, bringing to the stage the greatest classical ballets as well as innovative new classicals and contemporary choreography.
It's a very interesting experience, because I'm also a mother of one of the ballerina and one of the dancers, and also I've been very in touch with the artistic director since 5 years, and I've known them very well, and it's a very interesting, very interesting experience to be here and following them and helping them as I can. It's very interesting, and they need some very fast change, and so I have to help them behind the scenes to be ready for the next scene. And everything is very fast, and I need to be very straight. I don't know, precise. Costumes were chosen by, of course, the artistic director, because they are very precise person, and they also decides the choreographer and the story, all the story, and then they are very they pay real attention about everything they do, the accessories and also the makeup, and so this is the result is, I think, very amazing. It's a real pleasure and a great honor to be here for our company, because we are very proud to show Egyptian people our work.
no time to waste. Get back to your grave and remember the taste. What am I? You say, a vampire hunting its prey. Well, this is when vampires write poems, but what if you were able to watch an allegory about mutual feelings between humans and other creatures in a dazzling ballet performance? Well, this is what we enjoyed today at the Cairo Opera House. Shuruq Bikir, Cultural Magazine.
The Egyptian heritage is full of different forms of art, such as the music, cinema, painting, photography, whatever you can think of. We have a long-standing history in it. Let's go find out more about the heritage of the arts here in Egypt.
Within the framework of preserving Egyptian heritage, the Ministry of Culture celebrated a musical evening for two of the singing and music legends in Egypt, which are singer Kulthum and the musician Baligh Hamdi. The celebration came within the activities of the Alexandria Roman Theatre Festival. Arabic music stars celebrated the anniversary of the late legendary singer Kulthum and the king of music, composer Baligh Hamdi. The concert came under the title The Night of Kulthum and Baligh Hamdi and led by the maestro Ahmad Amir. The minister stressed the importance of investing in the summer activities of the Egyptian culture to consolidate identity and introduce young people and new generations to the symbols of Arabic music and singing. She added that the masterpieces of the lyrical heritage remain immortal signs in the creative history of the nation.
يا حبيبي بالهوى وخدتني من ايدي يا حبيبي ومشينا تحت القمر غنينا وسهرنا وحكينا وخدتني من ايدي يا حبيبي ومشينا.
It is noteworthy that the Heritage Arabic Music Ensemble was established with the aim of reviving the heritage of Arabic music and presenting traditional forms and various lyrical and musical styles to the audience and genres of Arabic music such as the poem, the taqtuqa, the monologue and theatrical melodies through a group of the most skilled musicians and distinguished voices among the heritage preservers who perform in a group and individual level.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Cultural Magazine. Hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for more now.